Hey sweeties, welcome back to my channel, and for this video today I'm actually really excited to do this because I have wanted to do something like this for quite some time. I've always thought about doing reactions, doing some sort of like kind of something that's not really gameplay, but I really wanted to do it because there's not been too much going on in many games recently, and I don't really want to just do little videos about tons of random little tiny updates, something that's not really that important that you'll get bored with watching. So that's the reason why I've taken some time before I've been able to post again, but I am back and I really wanted to be able to post this video because it was actually really fun choosing what I did. But as you can tell from the title, I am going to be looking at some of these kind of supposedly controversial opinions about Royale High that people have tweeted about, that I picked out, that I thought was just genuinely so clever, so funny, and either just a good reaction thing. Some of them I honestly can't even remember and only did remember when I was reacting to it in this video, so it was, yeah. But I really hope that you guys enjoy it, and obviously let me know what you guys think about them, because there are definitely some more juicier ones that I wanted to read. As I remember, there weren't anything that left my jaw dropped, but I definitely know you guys could probably do better, so let's get into it so we can see. Okay, so obviously I want to try and start it out light, but from the post, obviously we could see that there were quite a lot, so I did try and skim them down. So we're just picking some really random ones starting off light, and then it's going to get a little bit more juicy, which I'm really excited for. I'll try and give a short opinion about it, or tell you guys if I agree, depending on how bizarre I actually think the statement is. So the first one that we have is, my favorite Royale High building style is Barbie's. So that actually makes sense. I kind of think everyone else would agree because like it's not really even controversial, hence why it's the first one. I think it's cute, and so far her style has been really well and we've all loved it so much, especially as we've seen her on streams and as she's building. It seems to be really cute. I definitely think loads of people are starting to like Vianché's style a lot more, but I would say realistically, yeah, Barbie's style is always a winner for absolutely everyone in the entire server, well, in the entire game. Every time we see it, we all love it. The next one we've got is, I want the mermaid swimming pool back and I don't like having custom dorms. To be honest, I do kind of like the idea of the themes that we had before as well. When we had like, you know, enchantix and everything, oh my goodness, the dorms, it was so simple. And also the elements of that, it was really fun. I miss that time because I would, the way you would just be so annoyed that you just didn't get to, you know, you didn't choose dark at first, but you already started role-playing as something else, and when you switched, they were like, what are you doing? And it was just so funny. It was amazing. But yeah, the dorm thing is great because of the customization, but it's so laggy and stressful at the same time. The next one that we've got is, for me, the old Royale High is just not good to me. Like, yeah, sure, nostalgic. Wait, hang on. That doesn't make sense. There's no way that anyone actually thinks that it's like, okay, that is a little bit controversial for me because there's no way. That doesn't make any sense. It was amazing. I don't care. It's not even about like nostalgia or anything. It is just genuinely that I loved it so much. I love old Royale High and everything. Enchantix, like, oh, what is it? I don't even know. But like the old Divinia, all of it. Amazing. Completely wrong on that one. Yeah, that's controversial for me. The next one that we've got though is Royale High 3 was the worst thing that happened to Royale High. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of was, because yeah, if we never had Royale High 3, nothing else would have happened. We never would have had anything dramatic or anything. So yeah, kind of agree. We shouldn't be able to trade halos. That one is, the halo topic was a very, very popular thing and a very common thing that I saw on the post about all of this, all of these opinions, and I definitely would say I agree. The reason for that is simply just because it is a very stressful thing when you finally get to Halo and then your first thought is to trade it, and then when you do, because you're like, okay, I'm gonna get loads of diamonds, because now that it's about 2.5 or something, and I think it's because people just for some reason think that, you know, as sets and everything is going up and everything costs a lot, it's genuinely inflation in Royale High, and tradery, it's just very stressful for everyone. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of agree with that, and that's not really controversial because I'm pretty sure everyone else agreed. The next one that we've got is, there's actually no gameplay outside of quests and Sunset Island. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really agree with that because any time that you guys have seen me do a video about going into the old campuses, you guys have seen that there's always been a roleplay, luckily. But if you guys are not finding it, then maybe it's because you just haven't jumped enough servers. I know it takes quite some time, so it is kind of true, but I would say don't give up just yet, because there is still hope for it. Nonetheless, the next one that we've got is ironically, the fact it's getting boring. Yes, it is for others, but it really depends kind of how you are. If you're chronically on Royal High only, it's the only game you play, you're gonna get bored of it, because that's what loads of people really do not understand, is if you're not in the game, like, you know, all the time, you'll notice you're not as bored. But then, like, you know, when, for example, my favorite update has been the dungeon update. I've loved it. It's so intriguing. There was so much going on and it was amazing and I was not bored from it. Everyone's to their own. But to be honest, I would say that, like, it really just depends. Like I said, if you're constantly on only Royal High and you don't go on other games, every time you join it, you're going to be like, ugh, quest, ugh, like moods, ugh, this, and you don't want to trade and you don't really want to go on Sunset Island, you're going to get bored, because the game is about role playing and there'll be people at school, people at work, people doing their own things, so you're not going to always get a chance to do that. And if you're on the new campus, again, very unlikely you'll get to role play. So it can get boring, but it really just depends on you. Anyways, none of those floating donuts should be over 2 million diamonds. Oh my goodness, I loved this one. It was hilarious. It kind of is true, but the floating donuts is crazy, yeah. But I mean, they were talking about halos if you didn't know. But it is true, it should not be over 2 million. What is that? And then the next one is, you're allowed to play Royal High while complaining about the plethora of problems they have. It doesn't mean you hate the game. And I honestly kind of agree with this one, because yes, it doesn't mean, like, this is such a huge thing. People will be like, when I made my videos about complaining about, like, people being dramatic or about people being like this, people will be like, well, just stop playing it then. And that is a completely understandable response. But at the same time, guys, come on, like, we're allowed to complain about it, because it's a bit like, you know, you could have a favorite, like, you know, food or something, or you could have, like, I don't know, you'd be wearing makeup or something, and then suddenly you're like, oh, it's not working, it's not working with me or something, and you're like, it looks horrible today, but you're still gonna wear it because you like it. It's just something, it's a natural thing. Loads of people can complain, but you're also, you know, sometimes I think the complaints get too much, hence why I called a lot of us players overdramatic, but still. Not counting new players, the fountain is fair. I'm sorry. What? There's no way. No. That's literally crazy. To me, I do not agree with that. That is the controversy. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, why do they actually think that? That doesn't make any sense. The fountain is not fair. There's been people playing for 5-6 years or so, or like ever since it literally came out in like 2018 or 2017 or something. And for some reason, people are like, the fountain is fair. It's just you're not. No. Because loads of new players are getting halos, and that is not an issue to me. But genuinely, what the hell? Oh, I can't believe that. That one's actually irked me there. That's so not true. It is literally not fair. Never mind. Let's move on from that one. People whine too much about every update. That is very true. When there's a new hair, when there's a problem with a body, when there's something, you know, a set that's got, like, I don't know, something, the prices. I mean, I complain about a lot of updates, I'm not gonna lie, but there's not enough praise about it. It is quite frustrating, and I do think people need to relax a little bit about their complaints every time there's an update. The old middle area in front of the castle realm was ugly. Okay. Well, kind of true. I mean, I think it's actually quite a beautiful, like, look. I quite like it, to be honest. But yeah, Castle Heart is really cute. To be honest, yeah, I quite like it all, to be honest. We truly do not need a thoughts post every update or hair drop. Just enjoy the update. Kind of true, yes, because it is quite frustrating. Sometimes we don't need complaints about every update. We don't need thoughts on every update, which is why I don't really post about every little detail in every game that I play. No one cared about Enchantix until they said it was getting removed. Kind of true, I've noticed, but I actually did love Enchantix. I did care about it when it was getting removed because I actually cared about it beforehand, so kind of true. Can we stop comparing Dress to Impress and Royal High? Okay. Honestly, I've noticed that has been a big comparison. I don't really play Dress to Impress, but I have before, and it is nothing like Royal High. Like, compare it to, like, Fashion Famous or something. Royal High and Dress to Impress are nothing alike. Royal High is roleplay, Dress to Impress is dressing up. Like, there's no comparison to be made there. The Royal High dev team can't manage their game. Okay, sorry about that. I just got... But it is true. It's kind of true. They can and they can't. I don't know. I don't want to dive into that because I think they're doing okay so far. But who knows? Maybe it might change. Half of the high tier items are not the price they go for. As we said before, tradery is not accurate and things are going way too high. Okay, those cute little coquette copy and paste outfits are ugly and out of style. Okay, even although I can't really talk considering my outfits are always ass, I'm not gonna lie, I would say, yeah, maybe change it up a little bit. Early days of Royal High were asking for reworks and more variations. Now that we have it, they complain about it. That is actually so true. Whenever there's a set or something and there's tons of toggles or they've done reworks of things, people complain about it every single time. There's not one time where they've done something and they've not complained. And I understand that that's something that it happens with everything. No one's ever going to solely agree, but the way there's a mass amount. Crazy, but I don't know. It's pretty true. Okay, and so now for my last one. Royal High is pretty bad if you are not a girl and you can buy all the game passes. So to be honest, this is kind of true. I've noticed that the demographic for Royal High is typically towards girls. As we can tell, it's like a princess pink girl game, but loads of other people are trying to reach out. At the same time though, if you are also a new player, it kind of links in with not being beginner, new player friendly, really. I've always thought about maybe doing a new account and joining Royal High and seeing what it's like, and maybe doing a video of that, but I think you guys have seen that enough, which is something I don't like to do. I don't like to do so much copy of videos because I just like to have different kind of content for you because it's gonna get boring otherwise. But to be honest, it is true though, when I've seen people do those kind of videos, it is not as beginner friendly, and if you don't have all the game passes and you're not a girl, it is quite unplayable for those who don't fit into that category. I kind of agree with that one. To be honest, a lot of these I do. But what do you guys think? Nonetheless, I hope you guys all actually enjoyed listening to a lot of these and seeing that a lot of your opinions are actually quite, common. I don't know. But to me, I don't really know how I feel about a lot of these. They weren't actually that juicy or that rude or anything. Some of them were you guys would hate me if you saw what I had to say, and I honestly want that. Make sure you guys definitely comment some of your ones because I want to see how far you guys can go, because I love all of the controversial opinions. When you see people saying these are offensive videos, they're never that crazy. I need something that leaves my jaw dropped. I need something crazy. But to be honest, I actually do agree with a majority of them. The fountain things are such a lie. I can never condone that. That is a lie. But I actually was really excited to be able to read these, and it was actually really fun picking the ones that I did. There are quite a few more, but a lot of them were saying the same things. So again, as I said, comment your actual opinions and some controversial things you think about Royal High, as well as also what you guys think about the ones you saw in this video. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone!